going on, guys? It's Robert with Optimal Lawn Maintenance out here in southeast Wisconsin, and back with another video. It's crazy just how the season gets away from you when it starts getting underway after the spring rush. It's the end of September, last weekend of September, and I was planning to do a bunch of mowing videos, and the season just got away from me. But hey, it is what it is. Stayed busy, stayed profitable, and now we're out here doing aerations and overseeding. I'll be doing that today, tomorrow, next weekend, as many as I can, really. So I'm going to take you along for that. Alright, so I do have some stuff to get you guys caught up on. This obviously is not the open trailer that I custom ordered in the spring. That fell through. Terrible dealer experience there. I'll get into that when I do an overview of this trailer that I got, but it's a 7x16 enclosed trailer with 5K axles from Interstate Trailers. Super happy with the purchase. I'll do a setup video for my regular mow route and go over that. Also, I traded in my walk behind. I had the 21, or actually I think it's 28-inch hydraulic drive walk behind aerator from Toro, which was really good. Lasted me, I don't know, 4 seasons or so. I picked it up used from a guy for like 1,800 bucks. Definitely got my money out of it. Got almost that back in trade last week, actually, for this. So I bought this brand new. I've put 4 or 5 hours on it so far. We're going to be out here all day today and Saturday doing aerations and overseeding, so thought I'd get some footage of that. Trying a new seed this season. This is from Site 1. It's a Lesco seed. It's called the Tundra Mix. I'm assuming it's made kind of for the Wisconsin area, but it's about 50% bluegrass. It's about 30% fescue and about 20% ryegrass. So for the past few seasons, I've been using seed from one of my suppliers, and I don't know why they switched, but I noticed that the blend last year that they were selling as the premium overseed blend actually had a ton of annual rye in it. It was like 26%, 30%, so it'd come up real quick and look good, and then it wasn't there this spring when I was back to mow. And not that some people were unhappy with that or even noticed really, but I noticed, and that bothered me. So we're gonna get out here, we're gonna do some aerating, some overseeding, catch some video for you, and let's go. So this aerator is the 30-inch width for aeration. It's 48 inches wide. Should fit through most gates. Obviously it's not gonna fit through the small 36-inch gates. It's got the Kawasaki FS541V on it. Here's the model number, 39521. The controls are really nice. It's just like the grandstands. It's carbureted, choke, throttle, parking brake. This display is nice. You can adjust the depth that you want after your weight is set. The dealer went through that with this Hydroforce adjustment, so if it's super dry or super wet you can change that, but you get set up for your weight when you're standing on it, and then you can control the depth of the plug that you want to pull, or the ideal plug. So I'm usually right here at 3 inches, between 3 and 4 inches. You lock the tines by pressing and holding the switch here. Activate the tines with the foot pedal, let off of it, you can turn around, do your thing, drive on the concrete, and do all that. So it's enough talking. We're gonna get going on aeration. Alright, so this lawn took about 7 minutes to aerate. I'm going to overseed real quick. That should just take another 5 minutes or so. But this stand-on aerator is super efficient. As you can see, we get some good plugs out of here. So I'm going to get some seed down and get on to the next one. Yeah. Okay, because guys, so I'm not really sure where we left off. I think I was just at the corner of that property, and all of a sudden I hopped off the machine. So what happened was the transmission belt shredded. Keep in mind this aerator has 4 hours on it, 4.3 to be exact. So I messed with this thing for like 35 minutes trying to just get the belt back on. The machine's brand new, so I've never tried to even deal with the belt or look at it. So I didn't know exactly how to get it on there and how to move the tension bar. So I ended up having to push this aerator onto my trailer, enclosed trailer, with my mower. Long story short, brought it down to my dealer. My dealer is amazing. For anyone in southeast Wisconsin, Gilo's Lawn and Garden is my Toro dealer of choice. Mike, the owner, is incredible when it comes to dealing with the contractors that he sells equipment to. They got me in and out in less than an hour, which is great because their board right now says their turnaround time is 14 to 16 days. So long story short, what happened is there is a bracket that Toro ships these aerators with when they're crated to keep the tines from dropping. Now, I know that my dealer took this bracket off and removed it because he got me fitted with the operator's weight setting and showed me how to raise and lower the tines, and we went through it and moved the machine around. So what we think happened is from the factory, maybe somebody dropped one of these brackets into the machine and they thought it went through to the floor, but it ended up being somehow stuck in the tines or stuck on some of the drive components, and just put a new one on the machine to keep the tines from being dropped. And lo and behold, after 4 hours of using it, this bracket was bouncing around, caught the belt, threw the belt, shredded it, and luckily that was the only issue. So I just sat outside the dealer while they fixed it up. The mechanic walked me through A, how to put the belt back on if I lose another belt, but B, just kind of gave me the rundown on what he did, what he looked at, tightened the chains up since I've been using it for a couple hours. So everything is good to go on that end, and it didn't look like there was any other damage. So I'm now on the way back to that property that I left off on to finish that one up. I'm going to wrap it for the day after that because it's getting late. And then I'll be back out at it tomorrow, which is Saturday. And, you know, that's spring, fall work right there. You work 6-7 days a week till you get your work done. And there's no complaining about that because winter's coming up and it'll be a nice little break. The long story short, Gilo's is the Toro dealer to go to if you are a contractor in southeast Wisconsin. I've got one closer to me than the 30 minutes it takes me to get down from my place down to Gilo's, but the customer service is next level, so I can't recommend them enough. But that's enough talking. I'm getting back to work. All right, guys, I'm all wrapped up for the day. Made it through that breakdown. Again, my dealer is super legit. I couldn't be happier with him and his service and his whole team there. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. I got aerations due tomorrow, but you can only watch so much footage of aerating and overseeding. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions about the aerator, just drop me a comment, let me know. I'll try to answer most of the comments on the videos, and hopefully now that the season is winding down, I'm going to be making some more videos more regularly for you guys. So like I said earlier when I started the video, I've got trailer setup video that I want to get done, and we get some cleanup videos, leaf cleanup videos, and then snow obviously. So thanks for following along. If you like what you see here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment what's on your mind. See you on the next one.